ISUPK presents the Lord's 56th annual Passover, going down right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a whole bunch of events lined up for y'all, including the annual lamb slaughter. You already know. Then it's the Hebrew Academy trials. Oh boy. Next, we got the children's party. Then, you know we got General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class and the Hebrew Academy graduation. The Lord's 56th annual Passover. Pay your Passover fee. It's only $200 to get all these exclusive events. Real black culture. The general's in attendance and the stage is set. It's going down. April the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is only for the black, Hispanic, and Native Indigenous people. We got a week full of events from April the 9th and the 13th. But remember, you gotta pay that Passover fee. It's only $200 to get every event exclusively. Here's the itinerary for the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 9th is the annual lamb slaughter. April the 10th is the kids party. At 7 p.m. later that night, General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. April the 11th, the Hebrew Academy graduation. Later that night at 8 p.m. is the all-black party. April the 12th is the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 13th is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. $200, 17 years or older, pay your Passover fee. See you in Atlanta, Israel. Shalom.
Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with them. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse the imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a Debbie cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick bank. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Niggas swear he the goat, bring him to the bush. To the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim me riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
Backstage. like, bitch, you a gospel light, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a whole study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorry and I show her. She could never get a priest hoe. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with that fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating, why the temple? Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding general get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn whole ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man, shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga.
Right where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe to lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening, is in fact the If revenge was a woman, I stroke that bitch like Jake. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him, this shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk.
fuck like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow son, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Von Dale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me. And I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me. But don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised. And what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, niggas? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers lead cowards and awe. So fuck a gas stop, I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing, we like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment, I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sitting linger, I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get us, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the reign's over. I up the cig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game ain't changed, One West stayed the same on them.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, niggas? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking prophets, yeah, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. Karkazak tells the rock, bring Shamar out. We about to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kim head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga, Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to Yahweh, bitch, I'm UPK. Nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest, until I'm dead deceased. The mission is complete until you're off the street. Saw y'all on the internet, stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch a sister or a brother, you gon' be sleep. But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, niggas? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out major pain. Clip full of ball heads, I'm shooting out Damon Wayne's. Driven ambition, I ain't never changing lanes. Wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the fact. Cry aloud for the niggas that's deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga, you see where we at?
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, niggas? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga.
Alright, this is Rooted Speech, man. We got Captain Tywar in the building. Yeah. So Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man, on Rooted Speech, man. I break it down right quick.
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big Shine, Big glow. I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got a million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. These fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts. Very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak with a bin shot ya. The best rhymer since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not inside of my conglomerate. Wreck like King Konga. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm through our pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring commas. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect, pay homage. That I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West about put me up in a starship. About to fly to friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down, no we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles we made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designers charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had friends on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain a $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's UPK, not a part, but together. Homie, I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West.
All right, let's go ahead and clap it up. All right, first things first, I do want to say Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatham to the brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shamar, Allah Shem Shai to the sisters. All right, ISBK Minnesota, I am priest and officer 5000, Maccabia, out of ISBK Minnesota, of course. Salakia. Today, as you know, is still the Feast of Purim, but this is actually the closing, all right? So what we are going to get into today, of course, is more of the history of the Feast of Purim and also to the spirit of Purim as well, all right? So first things first, if anybody has any questions or concerns, type it into the chat. Otherwise, anybody got any questions or concerns in the class, you can also ask the same questions as well. Or I'm sorry, ask any questions as well. All right. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Okay. Soon to be on other social media platforms. All right. We're just working all those details out. Okay. All right. So, before we get into the history of what the Feast of Purim is all about, before we get into any of that, once again, does anybody know what this High Holy Day is all about? Like what is the purpose? What is the meaning of this day? Anybody? Go ahead. Say it again. Okay, that's right. Could you elaborate by chance? I mean, anything that comes to mind. Once again, there's no such thing as a wrong or right answer. You said she followed her uncle? Okay. Hey, you, big head. I need you to go over there, okay? Okay. I love you. I love you, Mama. Okay, yep. Thank you. Yep. Dad teaching right now, okay? I need you to be in the audience, please. Okay. I need you to go where Mama's at. Thank you. All right. I'm sorry, Salaki, you saying what now? Uh-huh. Well, I was gonna say this, right? You can speak. All right, you ain't gotta be shy now. You can definitely speak. Go ahead. Okay, you said Esther was a sister who was following after her uncle. Is that correct? Okay, and we're speaking about Mordecai, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so the story of Esther, right? What we are going to dive into is how Esther was a sister who played a very, very important role during the time of the Babylonian captivity, right? So, as you know, so-called Black Hispanic Native Indians, we have been in captivity under many different nations of people, not our own people, but a race of people that are not ours, right? So the Babylonians is going to be, the Africans. Okay. So around this time, but I'm sorry, hold on. Let me just double check something. Hold on. Let me double check one thing. I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing because, yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So let me see something real quick. Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure because there's so many captivities that Israel was under, and so yeah. As far as Esther and her people, because Esther was an Israelite. All right. So we were under the Babylonians, and at that time we were in captivity. So like right now in 2025, a lot of people still don't understand that we are still in captivity. They the law or papers in America says that we are still or we were under bondage at one point in time, but it was abolished, right? But however, we are still in slavery. Nothing has changed. Although it says in America's paperwork that everything has been abolished as far as slavery, that's not true. All right. And there also are articles and records and proof that shows you that, people, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are still being sold as slaves. All right, that's still going on very much today. All the lynching, all the tactics that once were back then, it's the same thing today. It never changed. All they did was they shined it, they put a new name to it, they cleaned it up, and things of that sort. You know what I mean? Nothing has changed whatsoever. And the Bible does say that nothing is new under the sun. So what Esther and her people was going through, it's the same thing that's going on today, very much. All right. Now, however, the Lord was with, the Lord was absolutely with Esther and Mordecai. And Mordecai was such a wise Benjamite brother, man, such a wise brother, to the point where he gave Esther influence, which ultimately saved our people from being unalived by a great number. Because there was, like, for example, like Donald Trump had got into office, that first day, and he signed about over 100 executive orders. Now, if you don't know what a executive order is, it's something that you sign, which is a decree that stamps something that's going to be finalized. That's going to, how do you say it? A executive order is something that's just going to be put into action, put into motion. So, for example, right, one of the most popular executive orders that Donald Trump had signed or decrees was that ICE has to come get all the immigrants. Anybody that is an immigrant, the migrants, they all have to go. So they are going to be deported. And as soon as he signed that, within, I believe, the next day or two, that same week of him being in office, they did their job. They wasted no time whatsoever. And so we are going to tie in what's going on. Somebody there? I thought I just heard a knock. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we are going to tie in what's going on today in 2025. So what happened back then in the time of Esther, because I'm just going to let you know right now, it's no different whatsoever. It's very much the same. All right. So the scripture that I'm going to get into, I'm going to jump around just a little bit, and I want y'all to follow along with me. But once again, if anybody got any questions or concerns, please, dive in and let me know. All right. Type it into the chat. Once again, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. All right. All right. So let me see where I want to jump around to. Let me see. All right. Also, too, we are going to definitely read a little bit. Okay. We are going to go into Esther, the second chapter, and we may jump around to maybe chapter 6, and then chapter 9. And then I definitely want to grab something out of additions to Esther as well towards the end. All right. Let me see something here. And of course, if you got any questions, just let me know. All right. Also, so if you want to eat at any time, you got it. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to skip ahead. So I'm going to go to Esther chapter 2. This is Esther chapter 2, verse 1. After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and was the creed against her. Mama, baby, I need to go over there. Okay, I love you. All right, hold on one second, y'all. Go ahead, Mama. Go ahead. All right. Yep. Thank you. Yeah. All right, no sweat. All right, Salaki, y'all. My bad, Salaki. All right, you got these kids running around. All right, so Salaki, let me read from the top. Esther chapter 2, verse 1. After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and what was decreed against her. Verse 2. Then said the king's servants that ministered unto him, let there be fair young virgins sought for the king. Now, I'm just going to give everybody a backstory. In chapter 1 of Esther, what happened was the king, he wanted to, pretty much court these women. And so what he did was his men, that worked for King Azars had sought and found all these women that were deemed to be, young virgins. Virgins in the sense of, just of marriageable age, not virgin as far as like, a woman not having sex, because the word virgin in Hebrew just means that a woman is of young marriageable age. All right. It doesn't mean that she never had any intercourse with anybody. That's not what that means. However, because of America and things being changed around, that's what it means today, but that's not the definition that you are going to see in the Bible or the context, so to speak, right? Now, the king has set up a date where he wanted all these fine women, all these young, beautiful women to come to his mansion, his palace, his place, and he was going to court them. And of course, it was one woman. Her name is Vashti. This woman did not come at the orders of the king, and the king was very upset about that. You know what I mean? He was like, who the hell does this bitch think she is? I told Shorty to come here, and she didn't. I told her to do this and do that, and she didn't come on my orders. I'm the king. I run things over here. So that was the attitude of the king. You know what I mean? And if you think I'm playing and lying, just read the first chapter, because it's pretty much the same thing. All right, just to put it in modern terms. So things didn't go well as far as Vashti. So he tries again. All right, and this is where we are in the story right now. Okay, and sooner or later, this is gonna get to the point of Esther, as far as her introduction into the whole story when it comes to the king. All right. So verse 2. Then said the king's servants that minister unto him, let there be a fair young virgin sought for the king. Verse 3. And let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of his kingdom, that they may gather together all the fair young virgins unto Shushan, the palace, the house of the woman, unto the custody of Hedge, the king's chamberlain, keeper of the woman, and let their things and let their things for purification be given them. So the king is saying, look, hey, as far as his men, I need y'all to go out and seek out these women, you know what I mean, these young beautiful women, and bring them to my palace. And also too, of course, the king is going to, I don't want to necessarily say accommodate them, but more of just make sure that, they are taken care of. You know what I mean? That they are dolled up, that they are taken care of, you know what I mean? So to speak. So let's keep going. Verse 4. And let the maiden which pleaseth the king be queen instead of Vashti. And the thing pleased the king, and he did so. All right. So of course he's still throwing shade on Vashti, this woman that did not follow the orders of the king. And I mean, mind you as well, this woman Vashti was bad in his eyes. Right now it's a new terminology, a new trend going on called fine shit, right? Fine shit is just another word of saying like, that woman is bad. She's fine as hell. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. So the new trend of words is fine shit. So Vashti was just that in the eyes of the king. Fine shit. All right. She was a baddie. She was bad. All right. All right. So let me see. Verse 5. Now in Shushan, the palace, there was a certain Jew, not Jewish, but Jew, right? Whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jar, the son of Shammai, the son of Kish, a Benjamite. So if you don't know what a Benjamite is going to be, a West Indian. All right. You got Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Issachar, Ephraim, so on and so forth. You got 12 tribes, all right? You know what I mean? And so Mordecai, who is the uncle of Esther, because Esther was raised by Mordecai. I believe somewhere in here it might say something about her parents. You know what I mean? But somehow, some way, we know in the story of Esther that she was raised by Mordecai, her uncle. All right, who definitely was like a very huge father figure in her life. And as you read the entire book of Esther, you will see that. All right. Now once again, Mordecai is a heavy person to study, and we are going to get into it. All right, into the end of the class. So let's see here. Whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jar, the son of Shammai, the son of Kish, a Benjamite. Verse 6. Who had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captivity which had been carried away with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away. Verse 7. And he brought Hadashah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother, and the maid was fair and beautiful, whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter. So once again, so it's there right there, right? So Mordecai took care of Esther once she had no family. She didn't have no mother. She didn't have no father. They were dead. Now, as far as the circumstances of how they died, no telling. But she was fair, which means that she was beautiful. All right? She was something to look good upon. All right? She was absolutely amazing. And as we get more into the story, what you're going to find out is how beautiful she is. Not just her looks, but her spirit, which was absolutely amazing. All right? And really, if you want to look at the beauty of Esther, that's where you want to go to additions to Esther. All right? So, for example, right? Additions to Esther. Is she all right? Additions to Esther is going to be in this book right here called the Apocrypha. All right? If you don't have this book, I would recommend getting this book right here. The 1611. Okay? The 1611 has everything in it. The Old, the New Testament, and the Apocrypha. So, like, you had a question? Huh? Yeah. Is there one laying around? If not, but I'm not sure if you could reach it, but there's one up there. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So once again, this is a additions to Esther, which is in that book, and what you're gonna find. Yeah, it should be at the very top shelf. You got it. All right. No sweat. All right, and you can also keep that as well if you want, or just leave it. So yeah. So we are going to get into the history of this sister, man. This sister was absolutely amazing. Nobody is touching Esther out here in 2025. As far as this, the way she carried herself, the way that she executed this plan to save her people, Sexy Red cannot compare. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, they cannot compare. And why is that? Because Cardi B, Sexy Red, you know what I mean? All these female entertainers that display themselves to be a sex object, you know what I mean, or a sex symbol, you know, they are not the representation of women whatsoever. Right now, our women are taught to be, you know, free to do any and all whoredom. If that man don't act right, jump on another ride. Huh? Esther chapter 2, verse 9. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Esther chapter 2, verse 8. All right. So yeah, you know what I mean? You might grab her. You might just grab her. Yeah. So yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. All right. Esther chapter 2, verse 8. So it came to pass when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan, the palace, to the custody of Haggai, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house, to the custody of Haggai, keeper of the woman. So you have this man who was responsible to gather all these women, these young virgins, to come to the palace for the king. So to see who he was either going to court or to see who he was going to marry. Now, Esther just happened to be one of those candidates. Like for example, right? You watch that YouTube show. It's called Pop the Balloon. You have candidates. You have candidates who are there to find love, and you have a host. The host is going to be her guy, and the candidates. One of those candidates is going to be a very important person, and her name is Esther. All right. So let's keep going. Salah, give me 1 second. Salakia. All right, verse 9. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him. And he speedily gave her her things for purification, with such things as belonged to her, and 7 maidens which were meet to be given her out of the king's house. And he preferred her and her maidens unto the best place of the house of the woman. All right, so it looks like there's a little bit of special treatment going on when it comes to the sister Esther. And once again, she was treated with a lot of kindness and a lot of just pretty much being pampered. All right, and when it says for purification with such things as belong to her, that means that everything that she needed, that she wanted to look beautiful, all the makeup, all the hair, all the jewelry, all the clothes, it was all given to these women, especially to Esther. All right. Verse 10. Esther had not showed her people nor her kindred, for Mordecai had charged her that she should not show it. So, because Esther is being all dolled up, she's being all pampered and being spoiled by the king, Mordecai, Mordecai had charged her, meaning that he had checked her to let her know, like, look, hey, don't show all that stuff around, all right? And the thing is this, though, right? Mordecai did not know what was about to occur, but when it did happen, he had a plan. And it was good that he chastised and checked her the way he did, because she would have let everything that just happened with the king get to her head. All right. So, verse 11. And Mordecai walked every day before the court of the woman's house to know how Esther did and what should become of her. All right. As far as the noise, yeah. You know what I mean? So hold on 1 second. Here, come grab that for her. Yeah. So and Mordecai walked every day before the court of the woman's house to know how Esther did and what should become of her. So now, mind you, when you look at chapter 1, what you're going to find out is when the women that were, pretty much summoned by the king, they are in the palace for 30 days. So no one's leaving, no one's coming in for 30 days as far as this woman. All right, because once again, the king is going to court them and get to know them one by one. And so any chance that Mordecai had to talk to Esther, he always, would speak to her. But at the same time, though, he checked her to let her know, like, look, hey, although you being spoiled, don't get a big head about this. Don't lose yourself. All right? Because at this time, Mordecai knows that the children of Israel are under attack, or at least they're about to be. And of course, it comes very full circle when he runs into a man called Haman. And Haman is the right-hand man to King Ahasuerus. Okay? All right, so let me see here. Verse 12. Now, when every maid's turn was come to go in the king to King Ahasuerus, after that she had been 12 months, according to the manner of the woman, for so were the days of their purifications, accomplished, to wit, 6 months with oil of mirth, and 6 months with sweet odors, and with other things for the purifying of the woman. Now, these 30 days turned into 6 months. All right. So they definitely stayed a lot longer. This courtship was a lot longer than you can actually expect. Verse 13. Then thus came every maiden unto the king, whatsoever she desired was given her to go with her out of the house of the woman unto the king's house. Now I'm gonna stop right there real quick because let me see some. Hold on. I'm gonna skip a little bit. All right. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Let me see. All right, verse 16. I'm just going to skip a little bit. So Esther was taken unto King Ahasuerus and to his house, royal in the 10th month, which is the month Tebeth, in the 7th year of his reign. Verse 17. And the king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins, so that he sat the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. Once again, he's still tripping about Shorty. You know what I mean? But however, he favored and loved Esther more than all the other women. All right. And it was just because of that character. And she was playing her role. All right. Now, what you will find out is this: Esther is an Israelite, but she later on marries this man. But this man is a heathen. But the reason why it happened, right? The reason why it happened the way it did, because interracial marriages is a sin. But she married this man to save her people, which was a sacrifice. Now, does it say that they actually had sex? I don't know. But the king definitely made Esther his wife. All right? You know what I mean? So, but however, this the thing that Esther did to get favor from the king, it put Esther and Mordecai in a position to where their people will be solid for a good time. You know what I mean? Like this deed that was done was absolutely amazing and outstanding. All right. So I'm gonna get to it. I know time is running a little bit, so just bear with me. We're gonna go ahead and get to verse 18. Go ahead.
Or was it more how like America calls it with like a wedding?
Okay, well, as far as and that's a good question. As far as the story of Esther, as we're reading, you know, it was 6 months into the year that he had the. At first, it was 30 days, and now it's 6 months, and into the year that he had these women in his palace to court them and stuff like that. So, in a sense, I would say yes, but now, however, a lot of other nations they usually don't do that. You know what I mean? What's wrong? Oh, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Actually, it could just unplug it. Yeah. So as far as that, I mean, we are reading the 1 year rule. All right, because at first it starts off with 6 months, and then if things go well, there's another 6 months, which makes a year. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let me see. But besides that, you had anything else? Okay, no sweat, no sweat. All right. So if you could, yeah, the water. Yeah, that was a good question. So the sister asked a question about, in the Bible, there's certain people actually follow the law as far as the 1 year process of courting and then marrying, a sister or a brother. All right. Hey, Shalom, no questions. How you doing? All right. Let's get back to it. Esther chapter 2, verse 18. Then the king made a great feast unto all his princes and his servants, even Esther feast. And he made a release to the provinces and gave gifts according to the state of the king. All right. Because the king loved Esther so much, you know what I mean, and had favor of her, you know what I mean, he had celebrated her. You know, he spoiled her. All right. Verse 19. And when the virgins were gathered together the second time, then Mordecai sat in the king's gate. Verse 20. Esther had not yet showed her kindred nor her people, as Mordecai had charged her. For Esther did the commandment of Mordecai, like as when she was brought up with him. So once again, she was charged, she was checked, and she followed orders. So once again, he was sitting out that gate waiting for her. All right, of the king's palace. Anytime that he had opportunity to talk to her, he will always chastise and check her to let her know, like, hey, I need to make sure that you are on point and that you are not, getting your head, you're not losing your mind with you being, treated like, I mean, she's a princess, of course. All right, she's being spoiled and getting all these gifts, this food, all that stuff. But at the same time, don't lose yourself. Just remember the mission, what we are here for. This is what I need you to do. All right. Also, too, it was one part I did not mention. In chapter 1, Mordecai and Haman had an interaction with each other, and Haman hated, Mordecai and wanted to unalive him and all his people. So this is why Esther was even a very important piece of this entire story. You know what I mean? Because once again, Haman was trying to unalive Mordecai because Mordecai, like for example, right? Okay. You know how anytime a general walks in the presence of us, and someone says, Alawat Panya, which means general on deck, and we all, show, like love and support, and we all salute, right? Now, when it came to Haman, when he came into the room and everybody did that, the only person who did not stand up and acknowledge him was Mordecai, because Mordecai is he's a damn Benjamite. I mean, we all know how West Indians is. Them niggas don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Excuse my language. They don't give a damn. Like they are very stubborn. You know what I mean? Some of us as tribes, we are very stubborn. And so, as everybody's getting up to salute and praise Haman, Mordecai is sitting back like, fuck this nigga think he is? Like, who is you? Like, who's buddy ass? Like, he's just sitting there like I'm not impressed. You know what I mean? And so Haman saw that and he got offended by it. And because he got offended by it, and mind you, Haman is a devil as well. He had got so offended, he's like, yeah, I want your head. You know what I mean? I want to unalive you. I want to hang you. All right. So anyway, so moving forward, let's see here. Let me see. Verse 21. In those days, let me see. In those days, while Mordecai sat in the king's gate, two of the king's chamberlains, Bigthan and Teresh, of those which kept the door, were wroth and sought to lay hand on the king Ahasuerus. All right. So once again, it said lay hands. Like goddamn, they was ready to fight this nigga. You feel me? But anyway, So okay, it was two of the king's chamberlains, right? Chamberlains is another word for saying someone who is on shamar, someone who is on guard, right? So they wanted to lay hands on the king. Okay, and this is what Mordecai had witnessed. Verse 22. And the thing was known to Mordecai, who told it unto Esther the queen. And Esther certified the king thereof in Mordecai's name. So everything that Mordecai is gathering and seeing, he is telling, he's telling Esther, because everything that they are going back and forth about is going to come into play a little bit later. All right. Verse 23. And when inquisition was made of the matter, it was found out, therefore, they were both hanged on a tree. And it was written in the book of the Chronicles before the king. So Esther, had gathered this information and told the king, and the king had them hung. And it was all a plan so that way Mordecai can get in. All right. It's happening a little slow, but sooner or later it's going to happen. So let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I want to go to 3. Let me see. Let's go to Esther chapter 9, verse 20. Hey, you stop. Yeah, I need you to stop. All right. Thank you. Let me see here. All right. Let me see. Hey, I said stop. Hey, you might get there. Yeah, go water. So, like, y'all give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay. So, like, you give me 1 second now. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward for a second, just for time's sake. Okay, so just to fast forward again. So Haman and Mordecai had a fallout, right? So Haman had a plan, and he had told this plan to pretty much have a decree be written and signed by the king to have all the Jews killed, and to have Mordecai have a special death, which was to be hanged in front of all of the entire city, right? But of course, later on, that did not work in his favor, and he also ran his mouth and told this to his wife, and then that later backfired as well. All right, so let's see. All right, I'm gonna go to chapter 7 first, then I'm gonna go to 9. All right, so the king, so like Esther chapter 7, verse 1. So the king and Haman came to banquet with Esther the queen. Verse 2. And the king said again unto Esther on the second day at the banquet of wine, what is thy petition, Queen Esther? And it shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? And it shall be performed even to the half of the kingdom. Now, the reason why the king is asking Esther, what is something that you want? What is something that you would like? What can I do for you? Now, this is the second time, because the first time that he had asked, she really didn't say too much. She was trying to play it cool and lay low. But since Haman got himself wrapped up and in trouble, he asked again, and this is the opportunity that she took and ran with it. All right? Okay? All right, Most High in Christ. Hey, Thawada, I appreciate you. Shalom, Yahabashim Shabakatah. You know what I mean? So verse 3. Then Esther the queen answered and said, if I have found favor in thy sight, O king, and if I please the king, let my life be given me at my petition, and my people at my request. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to secure a spot to where her people are safe and no longer is a target. Go ahead. Esther chapter 7, verse 3. Say it again. No, you good. No, you good. Verse 4. For we are sold, I and my people, to be destroyed, to be slain, and to perish. But if we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue, although the enemy could not countervail the king's damage. Now, also to understand that Haman was a king as well, but he was a right-hand man You know what I mean? Because of course, it's always been a ranking system. So Haman is the king, but he's under Ahasuerus. All right. And of course, what Esther is asking, or pretty much telling and requesting King Ahasuerus, is pretty much, look, I need you to rewrite that decree. I need you to change that ASAP because my people are in danger. I don't want them to be in captivity any longer. All right. Verse 5. Then the king Ahasuerus answered and said unto Esther the queen, who is he, and where is he, that durst presume in his heart to do so? Also, too, when it says Esther the queen, just understand that there are no queens in Israel, but because the Bible has been transliterated many times, it says queen. So there's a lot of Christian dogma. Dogma just means simply that there's a lot of false information. All right. So, like for example, when you see the word religion in the Bible, right, it should be more about like belief or faith. If you see the word church, it should be school or congregation in a sense. If you see the word Holy Ghost, it should be Holy Spirit, so on and so forth, right? All right, so let's keep going. So okay, what King Ahasuerus is asking Esther is like, okay, so who is the person that is responsible for this, this paperwork that says that your people are going to be enslaved and they are going to be destroyed, castrated, so on and so forth. All right. Verse 6. And Esther said, the adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman. Then Haman was afraid before the king and the queen, because mind you, Haman was sitting right there as she was talking to King Ahasuerus. So he's afraid because Esther just exposed him. All right. Mind you, she's getting all this intel from her uncle Mordecai. Verse 7. And the king arising from the banquet of wine and his wrath went into the palace garden, and Haman stood up to make request for his life to Esther, the queen, for he saw that there was evil determined against him by the king. Verse 8. Then the king returned out of the palace garden into the palace of the banquet of wine, and Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was. So it looks like he's trying to, holler and trying to, have sex with Esther. That's how it looks. Somehow, some way, this man then tripped and fell and got onto the bed where she was. And by the time the king had got there, he saw it, and yeah, it was his head. After that, all right. So let me see. And Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was. Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me in the house? As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face. So in the movies how you want to kidnap somebody, you want to take them to a private place, and they put that bag over your head and tie you up. That's what happened to Haman. All right. As soon as the king, walked into the room and he saw this, he was like, so not only are you trying to destroy these people and Esther, but you're also going to try to sleep with my woman. So, he was highly offended. And immediately his men, had Haman, beat up, his face was covered, and the rest is history, right? And Harbana, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, behold also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai, who had spoken good for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him thereon. So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai. Then was the king's wrath pacified. Now, what is so beautiful about this is, once again, I mentioned, Haman was running his mouth talking to his woman about how long this rope was and who it was for, and his plan to destroy to destroy all the heathens. And the thing is, everything that he set up and planned for all the Jews, it reversed. It went backwards. So that's 50 cubits, high. I mean, that's a long ass rope. Like for example, me and you watching the show the Handmaid's Tale. You know what I mean? So imagine that type of rope, a very thick rope As soon as you drop, you're out of here. And that's that. So that's Haman. So Haman, you know what I mean, this wicked devil, you know what I mean, everything that he planned for Mordecai and the Jews, it all happened to him. But I'm going to get a little deeper into that. So let's go to chapter 8, and then we're going to finish off with chapter 9, and that's that. All right. So Esther chapter 8, verse 1. On that day did the king Ahasuerus give the house of Haman, the Jews, enemy unto Esther the queen. And Mordecai came before the king, for Esther had told what he was unto her. Verse 2. And the king took off his ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it unto Mordecai. And Esther set Mordecai over the house of Haman. Now, in a sense, Esther had a little bit of pull, a little rank, I guess you can say. And that's because, she was next to a powerful man, King Ahasuerus. And because of that, she made sure that her uncle, who was a father figure to her, made sure that he was good. And that same ring, that glorious ring that Haman had, it was now given unto Mordecai. All right? And let's see how the story unfolds. Verse 3. And Esther spake yet again before the king, and fell down at his feet, and besought him with tears to put away the mischief of Haman the Agagite. So an Agagite is just another word for saying a Edomite, or better yet, a Agagite is just still white people. It's a tribe of Edom, and his device that he had devised against the Jews. Verse 4. Then the king held out, and the king held out the golden scepter toward Esther. So Esther arose and stood before the king. Verse 5. And said, if it please the king, and if I have found favor in his sight, and the thing seem right before the king, and I be pleasing in his eyes, let it be written to reverse the letters devised by Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, which he wrote to destroy the Jews, which are all the king's provinces. Now, so what Esther is asking the king is, can you reverse this decree, this executive order, this law, this bill that is against Israel? Now, also too, in 2025, right? Actually, right now. So when Donald Trump just got into office back in January or February? Yeah, January. Of course, he signed over 100 executive orders, and one of the most dangerous ones was to deport not Black and Hispanics, Latinos, Hispanics. You know what I mean? Now, also too, for brothers and sisters out there that hate Mexicans, that hate Latinos, understand, every tribe has their turn in oppression. Everybody, every tribe. All right? Because also too, when it came to the Native Indians, when they were unalive, castrated, sexually assaulted, unalived, right? I believe, man, hold on. I want to say about 100 to 250 years later, the transatlantic slave trade happened. Everybody gets their turn in oppression. And so any so-called Black and Hispanic, Native Indian that's talking trash and looking down and so happy, jumping up and down for the deportation of your own people, the Hispanics, just understand that you are next. Right now, the police brutality has kind of calmed down. You know what I mean? You're not being shot down as much. It's not being so publicized right now. But just understand, you are next. All right? Each tribe get their own turn in oppression. You know what I mean? And please do not cry. Please don't say anything when it does happen, because the Bible says that. All right? I pray you understand. And shame on you for even looking at one of your own people's downfall. But however, you don't even look at them as your people. And you have to do better. Because once again, the Most High is speeding up this whole thing to the point where Christ will be on his way very soon. But however, you not helping your brother and sister and being there in their time of need, in time of trouble, the Most High is going to see you at your front door. And I pray you understand. All right? So with that being said, let's keep going. Um, I'm gonna skip it a little bit. Let me see. Um, all right, yeah. So I pretty much know this entire chapter. I'm gonna skip the chapter 9 for time's sake because we got about less than 20 minutes. So as far as chapter 8, the rest of it is just pretty much gonna run down what the king did for Esther and Mordecai. So long story short, Mordecai is, he got his feet kicked up. He living nice. He is the right hand man to the king. Esther is, the wife of King Ahasuerus, and she was able to persuade and influence her man, her husband, to change the laws against her own people, and also too. I don't want to spoil it. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna read it right now. All right, let's get Esther chapter 9, verse. I'm starting at 20. And Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters unto all the Jews that were in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus, both nigh and far. Verse 21. To establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar, and the 15th day of the same yearly. So the word Adar is pretty much Purim. All right. Purim is going to be Adar. Okay. And shout out to the sister out there in Chicago, Adar as well. Wonderful sister. Verse 22. As the days wherein the Jews rested from their enemies, and the month which was turned unto them from sorrow to joy, and from mourning into a good day, that they should make them days of feasting and joy, and of sending portions one to another, and gifts to the poor. Now, the reason why we celebrate the feast of Purim is because it is a day to remember how our people had a victory. All right. And the victory was our enemy was destroyed and we were not. And what's so funny about this, right? A devil, because of black and Hispanic people, our influenced this devil to change the laws and change this around to where we will survive and not be unalived. That's absolutely amazing. Why not celebrate that? I'd rather celebrate this than celebrate what's coming up, St. Patrick's Day. You know what I mean? And St. Patrick's Day is just a holiday about alcoholism. I believe it's alcoholism and sexual deviancy. All right, like come on now. Why would I celebrate that? It doesn't make sense at all. All right, but anyway, let me keep going. Verse 23. And the Jews undertook to do as they had begun, and as Mordecai had written unto them. Now, also, too, just like Haman was responsible to write out these executive orders, decrees, these laws, these bills, things of that sort, now that was taken over by Mordecai. That was Mordecai's job. And Mordecai changed it all around. All right. He changed it all around to where his people can be protected. Okay. Let me see. Verse 24. Because Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews, had devised against the Jews to destroy them, and had cast Pur, Pur is Purim, that lot, so like the lot to consume them and to destroy them. Also, too, does anybody know what a lot is? Go ahead. Mm-hmm. So, for example, right, the first priests were the Levites, right? Because the Levitical priesthood was the priest, all right, which is Levi, all right. So Levi, when somebody needed to make a decision or make a judgment or counsel and things of that sort, they will roll the dice, which is called a lot. You know what I mean? So that's why the symbol of Levi is dice, because they were the decision makers. They were the ones that pretty much would make the last call. All right. So like for example, like but of course it got changed a little bit later, you know, because now any tribe can be a priest. You know what I mean? And they can make decisions. All right. So yeah. So anyway, so yeah, so now I mean Mordecai is simply just that nigga. I mean, he got pulled. He got ranked. He can do whatever he wants to do underneath the king. I mean, he's second in command. And you know what, too? It always reminds me of Joseph. When Joseph was sold into captivity by his brothers, and he was second in command to Pharaoh. And Joseph was very powerful. I mean, I'm talking about the Lord was with him. You know what I mean? Like this man had a gift of breaking down your dreams, your visions. He can prophesy and predict things. He was a prophet. He was very, very intelligent, and his resources were so valuable that people will travel the world just to see him. You know what I mean? People will come to him. High and very powerful men will come to see him, and you know he did his thing. You know what I mean? Look, he even broke down Pharaoh's dreams. And if it wasn't for Joseph, Egypt would be a piece of garbage, which it really is. Because understand the 7 years of famine is a real thing. Famine is something that we go through all the time. All right, famine is something that we go through all the time. There's a lot of scarcity of things. You know what I mean? But if it wasn't for Joseph, Pharaoh and all his people would be dead. All right. Me personally, I wouldn't give a damn. But of course, the Most High had other plans, and it worked out because not only did it help Egypt, but it helped the surrounding cities as well of Israelites. 'Cause Israel was all over the place, in Egypt and outside of Egypt. All right, and I just went over that probably like 2 weeks ago in the Brotherhood class. Um, so like, let me see where I was. All right, verse 25. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device, which he devised against the Jews, should return upon his own head, and that he and his sons should be hanged on the gallows. So once again, I did mention this before. When Haman had everything set up to unalive Mordecai and his people, everything backfired and it went the other way around. All right, and so Haman got hanged with the rope that was for Mordecai, and all his children, which were his sons, they all got hanged right next to him. How beautiful is that? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can see it right now. I can see my enemies just being unalive in front of my face and my presence. And most people are going to be like, damn, nigga, like that's a little bit extreme. Like, hold on now. But I mean, hey, you have no idea. You know what I mean? I think about the fall of my enemies all the time. You know how people in the world be like, I would never wish that on my worst enemy. Shit, are you serious? Let me hear another Negro say that. Now, of course, a lot of Black and Hispanic Native Indians, a lot of their enemies is themselves, in a sense of it's Pookie down the street. That's your enemy. But it's not Muhammad that runs the 7-Eleven. It's never I need an East Indian name. Goddamn. I'm gonna say a ling. I don't know. Them, you know what I mean? It's like they're never your enemy. The ones that suck you dry in your own communities, it's not your enemy. So ling. I need an East Indian name. I just need one. Huh? Caveat. I don't know. All these these Africans, these East Indians, these Arabs, these these devils, these oppressors, Chinese and the Japanese, these people that are in your community, they don't live there, they just suck you dry. Those are your enemies, and sooner or later they are going to be unalived for your sake. All right. I'm gonna keep going. And I lost my spot. Let me see. I was at 25, right? Oh, yeah. Verse 26. Wherefore they called these days Purim after the name of Pur. Therefore, for all the words of this letter and of that which they had seen concerning this matter, and which had come unto them. Verse 27. The Jews ordained and took upon them and upon their seed and upon all such as joined themselves unto them, so as it should not fail, that they would keep these 2 days according to their writing and according to their appointed time every year. And you know what? Shout out to you fake Israelites out there that say, Christians and fake Israelites that say, why is Purim on this day and that day? It doesn't say that in the Bible. It just said 2 days, my nigga. 2 days. And it says a feast. And it says we have to come together. And that's what we're doing. However, a fake Israelite group just had their Passover like 2 days ago. And honestly, like how we come up with the dates, right? How we come up with the dates of all the high holy days and holy convocations is we read it by the moon. All right? Because that's in the Bible as well. It teaches you how and where and when these days are going to be. Okay? And also too, I mean, simply as a beginner, I would go to Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. That's where all the high holy days is. And it's going to give you a lot of information. It's about what, 45, 47 verses. It's a lot of information in there, and that's going to show you and tell you about these high holy days and holy convocations. But meanwhile, y'all just had y'all Passover about 2 months ago, 2 days ago, something like that, which is beyond me. Because the Passover is always in the springtime, you dummy. Always. Never in the winter time. But I digress. All right. I've got a few more precepts. Let's go ahead and finish this off. All right. Verse 28. And that these days should be remembered and kept throughout every generation, every family, every province, and every city. And that these days of Purim should not fail from among the Jews, nor the memorial of them perish from their seed. Now, every high holy day and holy convocation that we study about, we read about, that we celebrate in the scriptures, it always says to remember and always keep it throughout your generations. Now, one thing about the Most High, you don't have options, you have orders. All right? You do not have options, but you do have orders. And there's a reason why we should remember this, because once you do not remember this day or keep these days, what's going to happen? You are going to celebrate your birthday, which the Most High did not give you permission to do. Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's and Father's Day, Independence Day. And once again, every holiday of America that you celebrate, it just shows you how much you are a slave and how you are so. I'm trying to say it without getting us cut off, but yeah, it just shows how much you are a slave. I'll keep it at that. You are just so much of a slave that you just do with anything that the oppressor tells you. All right. When's the last time Christ celebrated Halloween? Imagine Christ just being an all-star man, a disciplined, a very powerful man, very wise, a man without sin, a real nigga, right? May I add, celebrating Halloween, dressing up as what? Imagine that. Imagine Christ and the disciples celebrating. I mean, man, Independence Day. Independence for what? For who? Because it's not for you. Our independence is what's happened with Purim. Our independence is the Feast of Dedication, because those are our victories. Passover for sure is our independence, our freedom out of captivity. Do you notice that every high holy day all goes hand in hand with each other? Every holy convocation is not a coincidence. But however, once again, you are just a slave. All right. All right. So let me see here. I'm gonna skip down to the last verse just for time's sake. In the verse 32, and the decree of Esther confirmed these matters of Purim, and it was written in the book. So once, actually, no, I'm back it up. So like you. Verse 31, to confirm these days of Purim and their times appointed, according as Mordecai the Jew and Esther the queen, I'm just going to say princess, had enjoined them, and as they had decreed for themselves and for their seed, the matters of the fasting and their cry. And the decree of Esther confirmed these matters of Purim, and it was written in the book. So long story short, so all the things that we just read about, not Shafar, all the things that we just read about that happened. So everything that Haman wanted to happen to the Jews, it all got reversed, and it happened to Haman and his people. Also, too, this one part I did not read, but however, so when the Jews were afraid, right, as far as them being unalived, all the people of Haman, meaning all the Edomites, they were unalived as well as a community. So, it was definitely Chocolate City over there in that place of Shushan, all right? Because all those whites, got eliminated, okay? And once again, the spirit and the Feast of Purim is simply just recognizing how a sister who listened to amazing wise men that raised her by the name of Mordecai had followed orders, and with following those orders, it saved us as a whole, as a nation. And the Most High is absolutely gangster, because not only did he put Mordecai and Esther in a good spot and place in life, but put everybody else on at the same time. You know what I mean? Like all of the rest of the Jews had nothing to fend for, and they were set. You know what I mean? In that place of Shushan, which was absolutely glorious, man. All right. Otherwise, the next high holy day or holy convocation is going to be Passover. So, which is a high holy day? It's going to be Passover, April 12th. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to say Amajim, which means to stand. All right. Imagine we'll find out Adam. Of course, we are going to say the security announcements. We are the IS Shuki case are at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from a head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Also, Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. It's a free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. So once again, Passover, April 12th. Once again, it's going to be in Atlanta. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact your city, your camp leader, and your city. Otherwise, for Minnesota, you can contact us at 612-524-9544. 612-525, 612-524-9544. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, they start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, we are going to get into the Lord's Prayer. All right. So once again, Imagine will find Ham, which means the face to east. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanalu, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malach Wachka, Taba'ah, Radazaka, Hayah, Asha, Barakaza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Lakam, Ko, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawakyanawa, Wala'a, Kaba'anawa, Wanasayawan, Abo, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Lakha, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wataparaf, La'alamu, Aman, in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, V'Hashem Yahushai, Barak Benawa, V'Yasha'ala, W'Habayah, Saparian, Barak, V'Hashem Yahushai, Tawad Aman. In the English, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Yasha'ala, in the school, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai. Listen to us now, right now. So evils and curses, punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, like prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, in the school, to evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school, force the riches, to thy sanctuary, to evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalekites, synagogues, and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, cosmetizing, gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, United Space Program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, the cable access channel, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring with destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, but try to stop us from broadcast your words throughout the planet Earth, and lose all the plagues, cause to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague in the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushai, Michael and Gabriel, come down with flying saucer and punish all the heathens that come up against us, as it speaks thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread to the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you always. So be it. Sorry, was in turn. All right. Min Israel, my Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Barakatham, Yazmatah. Courtesy salute for the sisters. Sar. Min Israel, my Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh, Shema, Hashem, Yahushua. Yazmatah. Class dismissed. All right, Shalom, Israel.
Atlanta. Welcome to Atlanta.
Hey, yo.
Christ. It's Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, do we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.